I guess the reason I keep doing cosplay is because I'm insane. No. Hey, my name's Michelle D'Antonio. I go by Missyeru in the cosplay community, and I've been cosplaying for 9.5 years. Cosplay is the super hobby that takes up all my other hobbies. Like, I like painting, and I like doing hair, and I like doing all these other things that I can incorporate into cosplay. And my portfolio from cosplay has helped me get jobs in the industry, because they're like, wow, you made all of this like without a team. I helped work on the bears in the back of the Miley Cyrus VMA performance. that performance. But I do a bunch of freelance work for, you know, depending on like movies like Hunger Games 1 and 2 to like those performances and small, really indie things like Kickstarters or music videos. My first exposure to cosplay, I was 14 years old, super nerd in high school. I only had like 1 or 2 good friends. And so we begged my mom for my birthday to go to this anime convention. Well, you have to dress up like your favorite character. And at the time, me and my friend were like super obsessed with Inuyasha. Everyone knew who we were, and we like loved that feeling. People were like, oh, you know who we are, you love this thing, let's be best friends. So I like tripled my friend count at that convention. Huge hobby of mine is video games. I've been playing League of Legends pretty much obsessively since 2010. If I have free time, I'll play like 6 to 8 hours a day. Yeah, just because I'm a female and just because I'm spending time cosplaying, there's like this assumption that we don't play the game or we're not knowledgeable of it. I get so angry when people say like, you're fake, you're not real. What I do notice is the more scantily clad the costume is I wear. So if I wore like a Sona, or if I'm showing like, you know, my chest or like my legs or something, is when I often get those remarks. So I did a Sally Jupiter from Watchmen, and like all of a sudden people were like, oh, do you even Watchmen? Like, do you even know anything about this? Do you know who Rorschach is? And I was like, oh my God. I've probably made like 35 to 42 costumes total. My first one with armor is I did Berserker Pain from Final Fantasy X-2, and I entered a costume contest and won first place, which was super cool. But I've also done like fun ones like Gender Bend Pyramid Head, like the Bobblehead Nurse from Silent Hill. I've done 11, you know, League of Legends, but I think my all-time favorite would have to be Vi from League of Legends. We made pressure gauges on her arms and on her backpack, and every 6 seconds it would randomize and move. There's like 25 individual pieces that you have to put on, and I'll be shocked if I ever top that costume as far as like ones that I like more. My goal right now is to make my Missyeru brand, I guess you want to call it, a community for people to come and feel free to ask me questions. And like if they're starting out and they don't know how to start their first costume, that I want them to feel comfortable and confident to ask me questions. I want to start doing tutorials and just helping the cosplay community as a whole. Me and my friend Brett from 4-H Tasty, we went on Reddit, and there was an open-ended question saying, hi, I'm going to the League of Legends World Finals. I am handicapped, like I'm wheelchair bound, and I'd love to cosplay. I'm unable to make it myself, you know, because he has really bad muscular dystrophy, so he's not able to actually make it himself. He wanted to be this character named Corky. And it was creative because, you know, he's in a wheelchair, so we make the ship, and then he's literally sitting in the ship. We did the fitting the day before Worlds. We put it on Keith, and you know, he's never cosplayed before, and he got to experience it, and he's used to people like staring at him because he's in a wheelchair. But for once at Worlds, they're staring at him not because he was disabled, they're staring at him for him as a human. And it was like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm literally gonna cry. And it was just so cool to like be able to like do that for someone through cosplay. It was the coolest thing I've ever done probably in my life. I would love to do it again. Like, if it wasn't for cosplay, that would have never happened. What I want with cosplay is just to have fun. You know, if I stop having fun, I'm gonna stop doing it. Cosplay stands for costume play. So if you're in costume and you're having a fun time, you're doing it right. And if you're in costume and you're not having a fun time, you aren't doing it right. Yeah. I hope that's good.